1863, Pennsylvania, Gettysburg's Rose Farm. There is a meadow here where the silence feels unnatural. Visitors walk its slopes and describe a sudden heaviness, as though unseen eyes are fixed on them. The air trembles with whispers that never quite form words, and on still evenings, some swear the sound of musket fire drifts faintly through the trees. The ground seems alive with memory, and those who step too far into the Wheatfield sometimes stumble back with the uneasy conviction that they have not been alone. The Rose Farm sits on the edge of this haunted earth. To look at it now is to see a peaceful farmstead framed by rolling fields, but in the summer of 1863, it became a theater of horror. On July 2nd, the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg, Union and Confederate forces clashed here in what came to be called the Wheatfield. The fighting surged across this patch of ground 6 times, each wave leaving behind broken bodies. When the guns fell silent, the land was so thick with the dead that survivors wrote they could scarcely take a step without touching a fallen soldier. The Rose farmhouse was quickly transformed into a field hospital. Families who lived nearby recalled the sight of blood pouring down stairwells and pooling on wooden floors as surgeons worked without pause. Neighbors reported that cries for water and mercy echoed for days, long after the battle had ended. Even in peacetime, the farm remained a place where the soil had absorbed too much. Crops struggled to grow, animals shied from certain fields, and those who lived there spoke of ghostly figures at dusk, drifting among the trees and vanishing into thin air. Modern visitors confirm that the strange atmosphere lingers. Rangers patrolling at night hear phantom footsteps pacing the fields. Tourists capture mists and orbs in photographs, shapes that dissolve when approached. More chilling are the voices, recorded on tape or heard in the dark. Men shouting orders in accents of another century, or the agonized moans of the wounded, as if their suffering never ended. The reason is not difficult to find. Between 6,000 and 9,000 men were killed or wounded in and around the Wheatfield, their bodies hastily buried in shallow graves beneath the same soil visitors walk today. Some were never found, their remains swallowed by the earth. The Rose Farm became more than a house and field. It became a graveyard, soaked in pain that no passage of time could erase. And this is why the hauntings endure. The Wheatfield is not merely haunted by restless spirits, it is haunted by memory itself. The ground replays its own horror, the cries and shadows surfacing again and again, demanding that history not be forgotten. What happened here was too violent, too sudden, too overwhelming for the land to ever be at peace. At Rose Farm, the echoes of Gettysburg have not faded. They live on, reminding every passerby that the war never truly ended in this field of ghosts.